Hey guys, it's been quite some time since I've made a video for the channel. I've had a lot of medical issues pop up out of complete randomness. I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow, but these past 2.5 weeks have been hell medically. Not even gonna get into it. It's a mess. So I didn't get to do the relationship video last week. That very special guest that was supposed to help me out with my video would have been my fiance. She lives about 2 hours away, and so when she's here, I just want to be around her, no matter what we're doing. Just want to be with her. So, because of the fact that we always want to be together, because we never see each other, we didn't get around to make the video. We ended up having sex the entire weekend. So, well, not the entire weekend. I mean, we ate and we slept too. Sort of. Shelby is more than accepting and supportive about my transition. She already knew me when I was out. She knew me pre-T also. My past relationships with being out as trans, one of them was great. The relationship, though, not necessarily the person. I wasn't so much interested in her. I'm not gonna get into that. Complete support and complete acceptance. She did great handling my dysphoria and stuff. However, the relationship after that was absolute and pure bullshit. Let me tell you, this female needs some serious psychological help. I was out to her, and this was a year ago, actually a year and a month ago. She was absolutely terrible. She was absolutely terrible with everything. She misgendered me after she knew me as trans. You know, personally, I think it's weird having already be out to someone and then them misgendering you. I think that's really fucking weird, especially when it's someone you're with. Someone you're with should not be misgendering you. I had been out to her for 7 months, and at 7 months she was misgendering me. And, I don't know. I think you're fucking stupid if you're gonna be misgendering someone after, first of all, you met them as trans, and second, 7 months of knowing them and knowing them as trans, and someone that you're dating on top of all of that, you must be really fucking stupid. Being with that person has caused me the greatest dysphoria I have ever experienced in my entire life. A year and a half, and in that year and a half, my dysphoria has only progressed. After dating her, after being with her, is when my dysphoria just, like, seriously, before her, I didn't have bottom dysphoria during sex. I had bottom dysphoria, you know, if I really thought hard about it. But now it's like I have bottom dysphoria all the time, and that will be a big thank you to the cunt that I dated last year, a year and a month ago. So thank you for this lovely and wonderful dysphoria ex-girlfriend of mine. I hope you get raped in the ass, double penetration, no lubrication, and get AIDS, bitch. If anyone ever makes you feel like shit about your transitioning, get out of there. It's not worth it, because sometimes it can make you worse. I am fucking miserable now with my bottom dysphoria just because one single person has fucked me up so bad in the head that I can't have sex without crying anymore. I only date women. I've never dated a trans woman, but, you know, it's not any different from dating a cis woman, except for possible anatomy type things, but they're women. So I am only romantically attracted to women. So really, cis males or trans guys just don't apply in this department because I wouldn't be in a relationship with them. women. I prefer women. So, trans women, cis women. On to this week's subject, coming out. I came out. Well, you see, I came out to my friends about 3 years ago. The way I came out to them was I got a chest binder and I wore it. I would casually bring it up into the conversation. Of course, they'd ask, chest binder, why do you have that? And I'd tell them. That's really how I came out to a majority of my friends, at least the ones that I saw in person. If I didn't see people in person, I really didn't come out to them. I would just tell them I'm male. Unless they had to hear my voice, then I would have to tell them. But if there was no reason for them to know that I was trans, I would just pull off cis male. Pre-T, in my pictures, I could pull off cis male, which is awesome. But in person, it was super, super, super hard. So I would have to tell them in person. When it comes to my family, funny story actually. I had been caught smoking weed. My mom found my pipe. It reeked. It was resinated and filthy, so she could smell it. She found it along with some stimulants and an empty bottle of vodka. She had sat me down to talk with her, with my dad. They kept me home from school that day, and they were talking to me about the weed and the pills and the vodka and everything. And my mom was just so infuriated. She was yelling and screaming. My dad was calm, but she was just yelling and screaming, and I can't handle yelling and screaming because I've been around that my entire life. So, of course, my first instinct is to yell and scream back. And that's what I did. I yelled and I screamed back, and I just told her everything that I hated in my life, why I was looking for an escape on that subject, It just kind of came out. She just said that she didn't want to deal with it, that she already had enough to deal with, and that she wasn't going to deal with that. So that's how I came out to my family. Thank you, marijuana, for making me come out to my family. My family, I don't think nervous would be the word. I think scared to death is a lot more like it. My mom is Catholic. Enough said. One of the very, very first people I came out to was this guy that I knew in high school. His name's Cole. Cole Lingle. I contacted him when I was figuring myself out, and I talked to him a lot about myself and everything that was going through my head and all that stuff. So technically, he's definitely one of the very first people I came out to. No regrets, because he helped me a lot. Actually, if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be on this channel, because he's the one who added me to a group called Genderqueer and Transgender Teens on Facebook. And, without that group, I wouldn't know a lot of you guys. So, thank you, Cole, for helping me out with everything. I don't think I ever gave him a proper thank you, which I will definitely do after this video. My advice to someone who wants to come out, make sure to be as informative as you can be. Lay it down softly, nothing too abrupt. I think it's best to do it in a letter. I didn't do it, but I am going to come out to my dad's side of the family in letter form, because I'm 6 months on T, and my dad's side has no idea, except for my uncle, because he's accepting. He's the only person I've told on my dad's side of the family. Personally, I think that letters are definitely a fantastic way to go about coming out, because you have everything written down. You can be sure that you have said all of the things you want to say in the letter, and just proofread it before you actually send it out, which is awesome. Email or letter, whatever. Videos are good too, if you want to be really informative in a general sort of way. Send them the video link, whatever. Whatever you're comfortable with, really. That's what matters.